All right, guys. So we're gonna do our health lesson. All right. It's gonna be real short. Get this thing done. We're gonna actually pick off from what we did on Monday. All right. So if you remember Monday, we talked about mental and emotional health and what we go through each day and what about ourselves, because we had a little assignment on Monday. What about ourselves creates a positive mental health atmosphere and with us? What creates positive incentives for us, and what things get us going in a good way, and then also what things negatively affect us. All right. So with that being said, we're not going to do individual work today. We're going to do group. Oh, yeah, everyone's like, oh, we're going to do group. Yes, we're going to do group. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do an example up here for me. All right. And then I'll have y'all get in groups and you'll do it for you. Does that make sense? All right. So let's say for Mr. Cox, again, bad penmanship over here. All right. So we're going to make a T-chart here, just like this. All right. And on the left side is going to be positive. So anything that's going to benefit my mental and emotional health in a positive way. Anything at all. All right. And anything on the right is anything going to be negative. Right. Anything that I do in my life that would be negative. So one of the things that would be positive is that I exercise. And I exercise all the time. Now, I will also be the first one to tell you that I'm inconsistent with my exercise. 7 weeks I'll exercise all week, and in other weeks my only exercise will be shooting basketball with some 6th and 7th graders and 8th graders, and that's it. And that's it. And then another positive thing for me is that I have a good foundation of support, of friendships around. I have youth groups. I have a family and things like that. A corner, basically, that I can go to when things go wrong. So basically, what I'm going to say is a firm foundation of support. And this is positive support, right? Like if Dalton, for example, had a support system, but a support system was every time something went wrong, okay, Dalton, man, we're sorry that this is going on. Here's a beer. Probably not the most fantastic support system for him, because that's not going to help him get through whatever's going through. Whatever he's going through at the time. Okay, here's beer. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. That's not going to work out great. And it doesn't have a long-term benefit to his health, right? The short-term Band-Aid, right? Short-term Band-Aid is what I would call that, right? And now on the right side, negative. What benefits Mr. Cox on what not benefits, but what would have a negative impact in Mr. Cox's life for his mental and emotional health if I was, for example, let's say I was a smoker. That's going to have a negative impact on my mental and emotional health. Also, I will also add for a negative impact is the surrounding things going on. We talked about things going on around us in our lives, things going on around us that we can't control. So what about grief or loss of a loved one? All right, because who's ever lost someone doesn't, I don't know if it was this class or not that I told about the dog that I ran over, which was true. I did run over my dog. But regardless, any type of grief or loss, any type, is difficult to go through. Right? It doesn't matter if it's your cat or your hamster. I've never seen a hamster, actually. I've never seen a hamster.
I haven't.
Any type, whether it be an actual, like a parent or a loved one or a grandma or a grandpa or anyone, that's going to be difficult to go through. That is negative to our mental health. That's gonna be hard to go through, right? And when these things happen, the reason we're writing these things down, right? Some of these you'll notice are in your control, and some of these are not in your control. And what I'm gonna want is your groups, that I'm gonna put you with your groups. I'm gonna have you all, one person in your group, make a T-chart, just like this for your group. And you all are going to list out things. Now, it could be things about you. Like, for example, Austin could list out things that maybe directly affect her. Maybe things positive for Austin is that she really, really loves to go be with horses. I don't know. I don't know what Austin does after 3:30. Okay, I don't know. And the negative things don't have to be anything that you do negative. Again, this you can't control. This one you can control. Alright? Some of these things that affect our mental health in a negative way are never in our control. There are outside influences going on. Okay? Positive ones, though, almost all the time are things you can control. I can control how much exercise I get. I can control who my friends are. I can control how I respond when people are mean to me, are making fun of me. I can respond to things that don't go well in my life. Okay. If something goes terribly wrong, I can have a positive response to that. I control that. Right? Does anyone have any questions for what we're going to do? It's really, really short. So I just want to get you brainstorming on some things for you all with this kind of things. Yes, Mr.
So would we and everybody, would we just put one thing of our negative and positive?
I want everyone in the group to at least put one thing down, but I want, as many things as you can put on there as you can for your group, okay? How many we got? We got counting 6, 7, 8. I miscounted. That's 8, 11, 14, 18, 19. Math is hard. That's why I'm not a math teacher. All right, 19. So here's what I want. Here's what we'll do. We're gonna do 5 groups of 4, which means there'll be 1 group of 3, right? Yes. All right. So, all right. Or we'll do this. All right. All right. You 4 together and scoot the desk together. Go. You can scoot desk. Go. You 4. Go. Quick. All right. 1 paper per group. All right. You 3. You 4. Scoot them. You 4. You 4. Those 3. You 4. And you 4. Scoot down. You 4 are in group.
Yeah, but
Scoot your chest together like a box. Like a box. Like a box. I want at least one example from everyone in that group. At least one example.
Okay, you have one.
I'm going to give y'all just a few minutes to do this. It should not take too long. Alright. Just a T-chart, just like up on the board. So if you're not doing the cogs, don't write any cogs. Everyone in the group, at least have one example for both a positive and a negative that would affect your mental health in a positive or a negative way. Alright, and it could be anything. It could be something you can control, it could be something you can't control.
Do you exercise? I used to bake, so I just put snow on there. I used to I think. You have to ask for something that's positive. Are you good on the positive?
like.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
No, I need a call, I already had coffee.
So wait, what's that?
Put cookies, what cookies? Or just put like, have you lost one of your lost ones?
Something I did once had. Things like that.
Yeah, I got it.
Looks like Georgia.
Yeah, I should have put it right there.
My door.
No, it's
Georgia
not.
looks like a Georgia.
That's just an item. You need to add one on the top. So there would be four on each side.
I did, yes. My own.
I didn't put one on positive. Yeah, you put two on
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Why'd you put two on
That's what we
positive?
got. No.
Why'd you put two on positive?
It's just so.
No, what I was doing was, I had to, I was backing up, I had the boat director, I was backing the truck up to the boat so I could hook it up and go into the fishing zone. And I was backing it up, the dog was like really like close to dying. It was dead, blind, and so it just walked under the truck and I just hit his feet up and I ran over it. Oh yeah, he died. Well, he didn't die immediately because he broke his leg and started bleeding. No. It was sad, but.
Hurry up.
Yeah, but I ran over the dog. Like 15-year-old dog. Because he was sleeping.
That's not funny. We're done.
The dog didn't make it. Toby died. Toby didn't make it. Toby didn't make it.
Thank
The
you,
truck
friends.
warned Toby to go.
How much minutes do we have left?
Yeah, Toby didn't go around.
No. No, you'll probably do the same thing with the other.
He replaced four. Alright, finish up and we're almost done. What I'm gonna do, real quick, what we do with a few more minutes we got left, is I'm going to, we're just gonna, talk about together kind of what were some things that we thought of. I'm gonna start over here with Brantley's group. Go ahead, Brantley, if you want to, share, one positive and one negative from your group.
Okay, eating meat is one of the positives,
Okay.
and, smoking is a negative.
Okay, why do you think that eating meat is a positive?
Because, it has high protein and high fat.
And it's definitely better probably than eating a bag of Doritos for breakfast. Most
And I
likely.
do.
Just saying. Yes, Austin. Hold on, Austin talking. Austin.
Something positive is I have good friends,
Yep.
and something negative is to repeat mistakes.
Yeah, that's a great one actually. Repeating mistakes, that's one, and that's really great for you all as students at the middle school level, because a lot of you do this thing that I like to tell you. You like to do something and then think about it, and I try and get you all to think about the action you're about to do rather than do it first. I'd rather have you think, is this beneficial to me? Like Gideon's like, is this beneficial to Gideon right now if I do this, or is this not gonna help him before I go do it? You know, Gideon's like, I don't know. All right, Gideon, tell me something from your group.
I put down exercise is good that I do, and junk food is like really bad for my negative health.
Yeah. Again, we've talked about it on Monday. We picked it up. Your gut health is directly proportionate, directly correlates to how we are mentally and emotionally. You know, if we do not put good things in our body, our body's not going to react well to it. All right, Hadley, go for it.
Sports and positive, because you're like being active and you're like staying on your top.
What's another thing before you go? What's another great thing about sports, especially school sports?
Oh, you have to have good grades.
Well, that is something, Ellie. You do have to have good grades, or else you'll never play.
Good grades, working up your bones, eating healthy.
Teamwork.
She said it. Ava said it. teamwork, camaraderie, teamwork. You start building relationships. I still have relationships with the people that I ran in high school with on my high school cross country team and my college cross country teams. Right? Sports is huge for that, and with my coaches. Alright, last group over here, last group.
Positive is sports and negative is alcohol.
Yep, so again, we picked up on sports again, alright? And then of course alcohol is another one that's not gonna help us, alright? Here's what we're gonna do. With these papers, hold on to them for a second. That is all for today, alright? Really great job. Let me go turn that thing off. And then,